Hello, and welcome to another video. So in this video, I am going to attempt to show you what a day in my life looks like as a stay-at-home mom. I don't know what you call me, a small business owner, a work-from-home mom. Just how I kind of put together my day. I think there is a huge misconception with working from home that it's like all easy. You know, it's the easiest way to kind of enjoy your life. And I want to be honest with you in saying, and it really is what sparked this video, is you have to be very intentional, because if there's no boss, I'm liable to do whatever I want to do. I don't know about you. So in my efforts to really stick to my goals for this year, and one of those goals was to really continue to grow my business and to help you grow yours, there are certain things that I have to do at night to make the next day a success, so I don't have so many things in queue to do for the next day. So you guys know I recently came back from Army-based training. We had a lot of bad food there, MREs, like chemically processed food, just food I wasn't used to having at home, but it's what they had, so this is what I had to eat. So I have been juicing. I purchased this juicer. I'll leave the link down below for you. And you're going to see here that it's very easy to clean. That was one of my main things, was how loud is it, and is it easy to like take apart and clean? And this one, it's a win-win-win. It's easy to clean. It was a decent price point. It's efficient. I just love it overall together. So like I said, I'll link it down below for you guys. If you're looking into juicing, I'm not doing like any kind of juice fast or anything like that. I'm just making sure to add more juice into my day. And I also made my husband one. I don't know if you saw, but the smaller one is for him to take in the morning with him. So here I'm just showing you that little toothbrush actually came with the juicer, and I'm just going to clean it out. So another thing is trying not to spend so much money on food. I made this food the previous day, some crock pot chicken honey and just some rice and vegetables. So my husband was able to take some for his lunch to work. And then if I want to have some lunch or possibly dinner, it's all ready to go because I already made it. So the most important thing for me to do is to prepare my area and just do as much work as I can, like when I can, okay? I take naps, honey. I leave the house. I go on runs. I do a lot of stuff, but I have to stick to like my production goals. So one of the things I love to do is listen to music. You guys know it's really my worship time, honey. I put my worship music in, I sit down, and I get to work. I have focused a lot more on like recording, especially my diamond paintings and just my craft things. I just like doing it. It's very relaxing to me, but there's also an element of it that is, it's work, honey. So this what you see me doing now is just setting up my area to do a little diamond painting for the night. I try not to record too much of it because, like I said, it is something that I enjoy doing, but just enough of it to where it kind of gives you a feel for what I'm doing. Okay, so at this point, I already have like all of my videos mapped out. I know what I'm going to be doing at least for the next 2 days, so I can begin to set up my workstation to match what it is that I'm going to be doing. And I'm not going to be diamond painting during the daytime, so I'm just going to tuck this stuff away, clean up my area so that I have a fresh workspace for what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. So that's what I'm just going to do. I'm just going to clean up the area, set up anything that I need to set up, write down any notes, put any reminders, make any reminders visible, just all these kind of things and things that I do at nighttime so that I can have a productive day. Also making sure that I plug up my iPad and my microphone and all those kind of things when I leave the area at night so that I can use all of those things for the morning. And definitely, like I said, just cleaning up, making everything tidy, because it just makes it easier to be creative when everything is in its right place. And don't be fooled now, because this area probably will be a mess by the end of tomorrow. I'll show you that later, but I'd like to start off initially with the clean. As you can see, all those papers over there on this little cabinet, like, girl, that's a mess, okay? And I'm okay with making a mess as I do the work, but I don't want to start off with things, being a mess. Hello, good morning. It's 6:22 a.m. and I am on my way to the gym. Now the gym opens at 6 o'clock, so technically I should have been out of the bed and waiting for the gym to open, and that would have put me in front of my schedule, because right now, as I'm looking at the clock, I'm wasting 22 minutes, okay? Because this is 22 minutes. Like, I could have worked out 30 minutes and then went on my business, and I've already been heading back home in, less than 10 minutes. But since that's not what happened, okay? We're not gonna beat ourselves up since that's not what happened. We are going to head to the gym. My plan is a 30-minute workout. However, I might do a 30-minute workout, and then y'all know I like to get in the sauna, so then do a 30-minute sauna session, so an hour total in the gym. By the time I get home, my son will still be home. While I was gone, my husband implemented him riding the bus in the morning, so that really frees up my morning. Sometimes it just pays to not try to be in control of everything, girl. He doesn't mind riding the bus in the morning, so I have been letting him continue to ride the bus in the morning. And then this morning, my husband and I forgot to wash my daughter's nap mat. So her nap mat is in the wash. When I get home, I'm going to put it in the dryer. And at some point today, I'm going to have to bring it to her school before nap time. So what I'm going to do is plan everything accordingly to where I can finish, a good deal of things, or at least get a head start. And then run my errands that I need to do outside of the house, like in the same time that I'm going to go pick up that thing. So it just depends on what my budget for today is, but I'm thinking about getting my nails done and my toes done. Girl, it just depends on how the coins are coining, okay? So I'm going to work out, and I will talk to you guys a little later. So as you can see, I am done at the gym, and I've just taken my shower. I did my face routine inside the shower, and I just put some witch hazel. So I wash my face with like a face wash. I like witch hazel. You guys seen my skincare routine before. I like witch hazel or just like a toner. I bought this one before I left, but this is not the brand that I usually use. And then I just go back over my facial routine. Go back over my skin. What am I talking about? Let's go back over it with a moisturizer. Okay. Yeah, I go back in with the moisturizer, and that's usually my day skincare routine. And as you can see, my hair is still in these braids that I had in before I left. I don't think that I'm going to deviate from this hairstyle. I mean, it's looking real like, what do you call it, picky at the top. But I'm not really a sleek hair kind of girl anyway, and to just be able to wash my hair and just leave it alone, honey, feels so good. I know why people get dreads now. The only thing is, you see the ends, how it is? I actually like this, and I don't know if I let my hair actually dread, turn into locks, I don't know that the ends would remain this way. So I'm gonna let them stay in for a little while until I think that they're doing too much, like they're trying to lock on me, and I'm just gonna get them redone by the same lady, because this is how I used to wear my hair back in the day when life was more carefree and I didn't have a bunch of things to do. And I don't know why we deviate from the things that actually work, right? I used to do those little finger coils. So these are braids, they stay a little bit longer, they're a bit more versatile than the finger coils. But yeah, this is the hairstyle that I'm gonna do. So, as you can see, that took a great deal of my time. It's 8:04. I'm going to put on some clothing and get my day started. Let's talk a little bit about my attire for the day. So, what I usually wear for the day, as you can see in my videos, it's like a hoodie, something very relaxed, whether it's a hoodie or a t-shirt. But that's my thought process, is something that I can lounge in, run errands in, do a little workout in, and film in. That's my thought process when choosing an outfit. So today I chose this just because I have to go to my daughter's school, and I ain't trying to look like the bonnet mama at the school, okay? And then also, like I said, I'm gonna see in about an hour or so if I'm going to be able to get my toes and my nails done today. And if so, I want to wear an outfit that allows me to, get my toes done, okay? Wear some sandals or something that's easy to slip on and off without looking crazy. So that is my inspiration for my outfit today. What else I have in here before we get started? Water, of course. We always talking about the water. And then the juice that I made last night is my breakfast today, because I also want to go eat hot pot today. So all of these things are really going to determine how much work I get done. So let me stop running my mouth and go get some work done, okay? All right, so now I am in my workstation. I'm in work mode. I'm ready to get to work. So let me just mention a few things to you. On the weekends, I can film content that doesn't need audio, or content that, like the top part of this video, girl, that's gonna be, stop it. Or like the top part of this video where I can do audio over it, because at nighttime when everyone's sleeping, when I tend to get a little bit more work done, I can make audio for a video. Videos that are like this with me talking, or just like sit down videos and things like that, I like to have quiet. So I can only do them, you know, on the days of the week when everybody is at work, at school. And I don't try to mesh the two of those. Yesterday, was yesterday Sunday? It was either Saturday or Sunday. I tried to like film a video, and then found myself getting a little frustrated because they were being loud. And I'm like, you know what? This is their house. This is their off time. I need to save this for a specific time in the week, okay? And that's one of the things with working from home. That's why working a full-time job and then trying to build a business like YouTube, or just trying to build a business in general, it's very complicated, because you're gonna have to be a very good manager of your time. And if you have to manage someone else's time, like you have a boss, it's even harder to do, because sometimes you have to make little tweaks to the schedule. So I'm blessed to be able to not have to do that. But I did want to add that in there. So my son just left for school, so now I have a quiet home, and I can get to this video that I couldn't do this weekend because it requires quiet, okay? And I'm not going to put that video. So I have my stuff here. I showed you the package that came in this morning. I ordered this overnight. I just paid $2.99 for the overnight because I knew that I wanted to get this video done. And if I would have did like normal shipping, it'd probably be here around, I don't know, 2. So that will only give me about 30 minutes to an hour before everyone starts coming home. It's not enough time to film a video, edit a video, you know, add in audio if I need to. It's just not enough time, and I don't want to rush the video. So I ordered the stuff in overnight. Like I said, it cost me $2.99, but it's a part of the whole business, okay? Another thing is, while I'm filming this video, this is a vlog style video. I'm trying to show you kind of like how I'm running the business and still running my house and not running myself crazy. But I'm not going to show in this video of me making, me using the Cricut, because it's going to be a separate video, okay? So just even stuff like that, planning out the content, like what video can stand alone, what video needs to be incorporated in another video, something you have to figure out for yourself, but I'm just letting you know how I do it. So yeah, let me start making this project, making the other video, and then I'm going to get back to you guys with what I'm doing for the rest of the day, okay? So while this project is finishing up, I am dressed. Let me show you. So you already saw the top part of my outfit. I just put on this little girl shawl. Let me show you my little black shoes, because I'm about to go drop my daughter's stuff off at school. So I have on these little shoes and just a little shawl. So we turned this little lounging outfit into an errand outfit really quickly. Gonna finish this up. I thought about it, and I think their nap time is like at 11. It's 9:11 right now, so I don't want to get stuck in traffic. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring it, and then I'm gonna come back. Okay. All right. So I just dropped. Don't try. I was here first. I just dropped her blanket off, and I forgot that I actually had something to return to Amazon, girl. So let's talk about it. So I got this little book. This is actually the second book, so one of those sequel type things. I read it while I was at Charlie 95th in basic training, and it was a little spicy, you know. I don't usually read, what they call it, erotic romance, okay? I don't usually read this kind of stuff. But I was thinking like, hey, it was a very stressful environment. Sometimes you need a little something to
You know, I'm weak. Sometimes you need a little something to spruce up your mind. I didn't know that the book was gonna be like that. In my defense, I did not know. It was a very great book. So I added this book to my cart, so that when I got home, I could read the second book. And I read like the first page, and the first page is like a half a page, and I'm like, Lord, I can't. This ain't for me. Okay, this ain't for me. I've been delivered. I have been set free, and there's no need for digging up old graves. Now, is there? So, if you're into that sort of book, you might really like this author. But as for me, see, everybody has their things, okay? Some people were like, oh, I can't drink no wine, or I can't do it. What your stumbling block is. And stuff like this, I don't need to, girl, I've been delivered. I don't need to participate in any of that. So I'm going to go ahead and return the book, get my $15 back, because I'm not going down that road. And I realized it, like, I didn't really realize it at basic training. Like I said, I think it's just because I was already stressed out, so I needed a little something extra to just like take your mind, distract you, if you will. Honey, I don't need to be that kind of distracted at home. I don't. I do not need to be that kind of distracted at home. So we're going to return this book. And I remembered that as I was gathering the stuff at home. Like, you know what? Let me return this book this morning. I think Kohl's opens at 9, the Amazon drop-off. If they open at 10, I'll just sit out there, edit up this video, and then wait till 10 and return it. But as far as keeping it in my home, in my possession, not. And I was going to give it to one of you guys, but I also don't want to be a stumbling block to none of y'all. So if you want it, you're going to buy it. I'm not about to give it to you, okay? Just because I don't want to participate in any, girl. It's like selling a firearm to a crazy person. No, I'm not participating. So if you want the book, go buy it. If not, let's move on. So as I suspected, Kohl's doesn't open until 10 a.m. and there's an Amazon drop-off in Kohl's. I know there are other options, but last time I tried to deliver something to, like, drop off something at, what do you call it, UPS? Girl, they were trying to give me the runaround, tell me I need boxes and all this kind of stuff. So I'm not doing all that, so I'm just going to sit down here and wait. It's 9:43. So like I said, now I have the opportunity to edit the video that you're watching, and put the clips in their place, so then when I get home I can finish what I was doing. And yeah, that's kind of how I'm moving on through the day. So far so good as far as time is concerned, and I will see you guys later. Rule number 1, whenever you're going to the store, at least whenever I'm going to the store, I try to park as far away from the store or wherever I'm entering in that doesn't make me look weird as possible, just to get some extra steps in, especially when you work from home, child. It's hard to get them extra steps in. So I am back from dropping off the stuff that I need to drop off. Honey, making these stickers has me worn down. Cricut has reminded me that I am yet a beginner. It don't matter what you go and buy, baby. You are yet a beginner. I have no idea how to work this thing. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research to see what exactly I'm doing not right, because even the software is like, now it's not giving me the option to print to cut. I'm so confused. And right now I'm very much missing the simplicity of my little baby here. Even though I know this machine can do so much more as far as labels and stuff like that, and that it will save me a lot more money once I actually figure out how to work it. But yeah, girl, I don't have time to be doing all that right now. So now what I'm about to do is start the organizing this, and then doing the inventory numbers for this lip gloss. And right now it's 10:36, so it's almost lunchtime. And I'm gonna actually go out to eat for lunch today. So hopefully, it depends on how this goes, because right now I'm actually annoyed, honestly. All right, so these are just a mixture of them. I'm just gonna choose the two that I have bags for. The other ones are just gonna stay in here for now. So I have Lorena Lemonade, and then I have Nude one. So I have a lot of nudes. And another thing that I'm doing while I do the count is I'm looking at the packaging to see if like it's acceptable to send out. Cause especially when I like fill the lip gloss, sometimes, let me show you one. Sometimes, let's see. I might have thrown all the bad ones away. When I say bad ones, I'm gonna show you if I can find one. Here's one. So you see the edge here, how like there's air bubbles in there? There's nothing wrong with it, but I just don't like the appearance of it, so I wouldn't count this into my count. And then this one has like a lot of air bubbles in it, and that's just from not filling it up the right way, and just like, yeah, not filling up the right way. It takes a lot of like hand strength to push it through, so if you don't do it very like swiftly, air bubbles can get in. And like I said, I just don't like the way these look, so I'm not going to like not keep them. I'll put them in here, so if I do a show or something like that, you know, people can look in there, and usually the items are discounted when I don't have to ship them, so I wouldn't mind putting it in the bin like this. But as far as inventory for the website, I wouldn't add it to it. So here are these. I'm going to add these to the count, and then we're going to finish. All right, so now I'm going to take all these little bins down and try to put stuff kind of, sort of in some kind of order. But I'm going to be honest and say I don't really have the mental capacity to put all of this stuff where it goes right now. So I'm just going to get it out of the way right here, because the task that I'm working on right now is inventory, okay? So this is a part of kind of knowing your mental capacity, using your time wisely. Right now, I want to bring my focus to this area and sorting all this stuff out. So this is going to be saved for another day. This is really just a lot of massage stuff. So it probably, I'm just going to put it all in these little bins. Girl, I have massage stuff, massage facial supplies. Y'all know I used to do facial waxes, just all kind of stuff, okay? All kind of stuff. Like, too much stuff. I told you I was going to do a little giveaway. And you guys probably just going to pay for the shipping, and I'm just going to end up giving this stuff away because it's just, I got too much of it, honey. I got too much of it. So all of this stuff is going to eventually, like, it's going to end up in my massage closet, but eventually it's going to be, like, sorted through, okay? So I'm just going to sort all this stuff out and get right back to you guys. All right, so what I have left here is just empty containers, which I can now put back over there, and just a few supplies. So I have like popsicle sticks and stuff like that I could actually, initially they were for facials and facial supplies, but I can use them for my crafting things. So I'm just going to keep them in here. I'm going to find a home for all these things that make sense within this room. And I'm going to put these over there, and then I can continue on with labeling and seeing what's going to go inside of these little bins. All right, so I finished organizing those little things right there. There's nothing in them. They're all empty, ready for whatever inventory I choose. It's 11:04 right now, so I still have to make the bracelet like design, and then content for that bracelet design. And then what else did I say? A bracelet? Hold on. Oh, so the two bracelet designs, the Valentine's Day and the Mardi Gras one. But before I do that, I'm going to take all the numbers, the inventory numbers that I have from over there for the lip gloss, and make sure that they update it. So the good thing about Wix is I can actually, and Wix is the platform that I use to for my website, to host my website. I have full access to everything aside from the ability to actually design the stuff on the website. Like I can't like add web pages and stuff, but other than that, I have full access on my iPad and on my phone. So I technically could do this on my phone, but since I'm right here at the laptop, I'm just going to do it on the laptop. I'm just going to update the numbers and then make it visible so things will be available for purchase. Another thing I didn't think about was adding the waist beads. I'm going to also do Valentine's and Mardi Gras waist bead set. People always ask me about those, and it's just easier to have a style that's already made, even though it's on the website. Like you can create your own style, but it's also easier to have a style. Like it's easier to have, what's that? It's easier to have style that's already made. So I'm going to go in here and update this stuff, and we're almost done, girl, because that bracelet thing is not going to take me no time. So yeah, let's see, is it visible? And that's another thing is I like there's stuff on my website that's not visible to you guys, but that's visible to me, and I just make sure that, you know, it's in the right season and things like that. Like actually, I already have a Mardi Gras set from last year, so I'm just going to duplicate that and make that visible on the website, so I don't have to worry about taking any more product pictures. Yeah, I don't have to worry about taking any product pictures. I just need to do the content for it. All right, so I absolutely love it when this happens. I actually had a waist bead already in the Valentine's Day colors, so I didn't have to sit here and make one. I already have the product photos for it, so all I had to do was make a little short video that kind of like just corresponds to the same colors, the same thing. If you follow me on TikTok or you watch my shorts, you'll probably see the video. But yeah, so I just did that, and that's done. One thing, let's put this one in here. I used to run a lot of sales when I first started selling waist beads, like, I don't know, was it 2-3 years ago at this point? I used to run a lot of sales. I don't run a lot of sales now. I feel like either I'm gonna sell the products or not. When I go to like when I did that craft show and things like that, prices, like I said, are lower because I don't have to pay for shipping, all this kind of stuff. But stuff is high, okay? All this stuff costs money. So to just run sales just to make it seem like people are buying stuff, to me, that's just not my style of business. It might be your style of business. I'm not saying it's not. Like, if you buy something from me, 9 out of 10 times you're gonna get like an additional gift, because I just like to do stuff like that. But just running sales, like, girl, no, we're not going to be doing that. So I'm not going to run a sale. I do want to make it known that I will have like Valentine's stuff available to the people on that platform. Okay. So that's all done. Now the only thing I have left to do is make 2 bracelets, and I'm done for today. Okay. So instead of going to Hot Pot today, I'm actually just going to sit in and eat some food. The food that I showed you guys last night that I cooked. I'm like, you know what? I said I was going to do better, and not even do better as far as like eating better and all this kind of stuff. I said I was going to do better as far as, you know, spending money. And, you know, we probably are going to get food for dinner. So, you know, every meal don't need to be a takeout meal. So I'm just watching some TV, having a little lunch, going to sip on my water. I have a juice in there that I could have. So, you know, I'm just going to sit here and chill out. And then, like I said, I'm done the work part of today. So the rest of today belongs to me. And it is 11:38. Now, you might think that that's me turning in early. But remember, I was working last night. And then, yeah, so I worked up until like lunchtime. So let me enjoy my food, and I'm going to talk to you guys later. Right, so as I was editing the video, I actually noticed that my wedding band is missing. And I did, when I was cleaning out one of those things, I was doing something over there, and I felt something slip off my finger, but I just thought it was, like, I didn't even think about it being my ring. And it's crazy that actually watching back the film is what caught it. So I know that it's inside the house because the video that I was doing outside, it was on my finger. And the one that I did inside, it was off my finger. So I know it's in here. Maybe it's in that blue bag, all that junk that I put in there. But I definitely need to find that. And right now I'm just letting my food digest. Like, you know, just wiggle on down in my belly. And I'm about to go take a run outside. Alexa, what's the weather?
Right now in spring, it's 43 degrees Fahrenheit with cloudy skies.
43 degrees, so it is definitely a bit chilly outside. I'm just gonna put on some running pants and just take a little jog, maybe like a mile. I found it. It was in the blue bag of stuff that I was cleaning up. And good thing, because this is my favorite one that my husband's got me. It's actually not the ring. It's not the thing that goes with this ring. This was my upgrade ring. So it was like, I think our 5-year, it was our 5-year gift to me. But this ring has like a little cage that goes to it. I don't know if you've ever seen the ring that's high set like this. It has like a little, I guess, 2 bands, and then it kind of locks in there. It was very like, what's the word? It was a lot. And I don't know, like my hands aren't really all that big. So it was just a lot, okay? But this one I really like because it says our names on the inside. It's just really cute. So the fact that I thought that I lost it. Oh, okay. So now on to that run. Girl, I'm childish. So I just sprinted. It was not a mile at all. Whew. I just sprinted around the building one time. It feels so good to just run at a faster speed. Girl, hold on, let me catch my breath, hold on. All right, so like I said, just finished sprinting around the building. It was 1 mile, not 1 mile, girl, not even close. It was just 1 lap, and I did it at as fast of a speed as I could do it. Not like a full-blown sprint, but probably like 70%. I gave about 70%. Sprinting is 100%, so it definitely wasn't a sprint. Yeah, and that felt good. And I think I told you guys this before, but my goal is to move after every meal. One of the biggest downfalls of working from home is not moving enough. Every job that I've had, like in the past, jobs that I actually like, aside from the daycare, because that wasn't really a job, that was like my business. And that was one of the things that I really didn't like about having the daycare, is I didn't get to move a lot. It was like a very sedentary kind of position for the most part. All of the jobs that I had like previously that I really liked just entailed me moving a lot. Just good for your mental health. It's good for your body. Honestly, it just feels good. And one of the downsides about working from home and having a home-based business is you have to force yourself to move. And a lot of people like get this misconception in their head that they're moving so much, and you're still eating like you're moving, like you're still eating as though you're taking, 10,000 steps at least a day. You can't eat that much if you're not moving that much. Okay, like it just doesn't work like that. So just to be sitting at home kind of gaining weight and just being unhealthy, it just doesn't sit well with me. So I'm just going to have to be extra intentional about moving, or I'm simply going to have to like get something part-time that will like just keep me moving, like something like a warehouse type of position. I like stuff like that only because I like to move. So it's not, having a job outside of the home for me isn't all about the money. It's also about like, there's a social aspect to it. And like I said, moving, like to sit at home and just be doing, like, I think before I left, I was doing, like some days I could literally barely reach 5,000 steps a day. And when I worked at Amazon, I mean, some days I got 60, some days I got 65,000 steps a day. So to go from, all those steps to barely moving, it's just really not good for you. I'm just gonna be honest, it's not good for you. So if you are gonna work from home, that's one of the things that I would highly, highly suggest that you keep at the top of your mind. And if you already struggle with like your weight and just maybe poor eating habits, honey, the refrigerator is right there. It ain't nothing but
but a blink away. I mean, my iPad's right there. The DoorDash app is on my phone. I could literally just sit here and eat all day and not move, and move very little. So that's one of those things just to keep in mind that I know a lot of people don't think about, but I want you to think about it, okay? So I think this video was this is pretty much how my day's gonna go. The rest of my day is gonna be relaxing. Like, I'm gonna do my diamond painting thing. I really wanna go get my nails done, but I'm waiting for some coins to come into my account. And if they don't come, you know, it wouldn't be wise for me to be spending money going to get my nails done if I don't know where the rest of my money is. So yeah, I'm just gonna sit here, turn my music on, do some paintings, and I will talk to you guys later. As always, if you have a question, ask a question, and I'll see you in the next video.